probably heard that e-learning has peaked, that the market is saturated, that there's no more need for e-learning programs, or that it's how do you connect with people through e-learning? Well, today we're gonna talk about that in this video. My name is Max Quiroz from Max and Ruth Training, and I welcome you to our new video. If you haven't done so, please click on the big red button that you see on your YouTube screen so that you can subscribe to our channel, and please activate the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we upload a new video. So let's start talking about the trends for e-learning trends in 2022. And the biggest and most important trend number one, has to do with the need for a deeper connection with participants. And what happens is that by this time, March 2022, we thought we should have left the pandemic behind us, but it hasn't happened. Pandemic is still with us. Lockdown in minor or major grade is still with us. COVID protocols are still in place. So we haven't left that behind us. And just remember what happened in March 2020 when face-to-face education, face-to-face training stopped on its tracks because we went into lockdown. People lost contact with other people, and many persons are suffering from this lack of interaction with other people. And that's one of the needs, something that is gonna trend during 2022. E-learning has to develop and has to help to develop a deeper connection with the participants, the instructor with the participants, and amongst those participants, because we are needy. We really need human interaction, and that's one of the things that e-learning must cover, must take over, finding new ways through new content, through new technology to allow this connection, this deeper connection amongst participants, amongst instructor and participants, and to make it possible to recover as much as possible that interaction that we had before. I know we are gradually returning to face-to-face settings, but in many places, hybrid models are being designed because some people don't want to go back. And then it's important that we cover that need for human interaction through e-learning. So that's trend number one, need for a deeper connection with participants. Trend number two has to do with the marketplace for e-learning. And we thought it might be possible to think that after 2 years, or a little bit more than 2 years, the e-learning market had peaked. We've reached a maximum, and from there it's going down. And that's not true. There's still institutions, organizations that don't have an e-learning program in place or e-learning programs in place, and they need to develop those programs. Why? As I was saying before, many people are going back to face-to-face, but there are also hybrid models that will be established. So we need to establish those, the distance or virtual or e-learning part of education for those hybrid programs. So it's very important that we broaden the coverage of e-learning in different markets. Also, there's markets where e-learning programs are development has been very low. So we have to increase the development of e-learning programs in those markets. And that's where we have to emphasize, that's where we put our attention on, so that we can continue developing programs for those markets that need them, or for those markets that don't have them at all, or that they need to be developed in greater extent. So that's trend number 2. The third trend has to do with the need to develop e-learning content faster than ever. And just as we see this image here that gives us a sense of speed, of going very fast, such is the way in which e-learning has been developed in the last 2 years. And it continues that way because people want to learn more, get new knowledge, develop new skills, or gain insights on different aspects, be them personal, professional, on their relationships, and they rely on e-learning to get those insights, to acquire that knowledge, to develop those skills. So content must be developed as fast as possible. And if you think that this is very hard, I invite you to think again, and I would invite you to program a free discovery call with us, because we have a 3-step program that can help you develop e-learning content, or translate or bring your face-to-face contact into an e-learning setting in 3 easy steps. And it's a proven method that has worked wonders for many people. So jump into a free discovery call with us, and we can talk about how we can help you. The fourth trend is that there's a higher competition in the e-learning market. Yes, everybody is doing e-learning. You're not alone here. People are turning to e-learning because of all the things that we talked before. And the market is full of people doing e-learning. So you have to be much better prepared. You have to be better prepared if you want to be the person that is standing on that rocket and leaving everybody behind. And that's where there's different things that you can do. But first of all, develop your skills. Invest in your own development, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And even if there are markets still free to explore, or where there's not many efforts of e-learning being done, the few spaces that are available will be given to those that are better prepared. So it's very important that you develop your skills, develop your knowledge about e-learning, so that you can be part of that market and be the person standing on that rocket and leaving the competition behind. The fifth trend that we are seeing, and everybody's talking about Metaverse since our friend Mark Zuckerberg changed the name of Facebook into Meta a few months ago. And a heavy element of this Metaverse has to do with virtual reality technology. And e-learning can rely on virtual reality and augmented reality technologies as keys to be included, or to make an incursion into the Metaverse, to be part of that Metaverse. So if you don't know anything about virtual reality or augmented reality, it's time that you start honing on those skills and that knowledge that you must have in order to be part, because those are the keys that will open this Metaverse for e-learning. E-learning has still lots and lots of distance to cover, And we know that virtual reality and augmented reality are expensive technologies, and maybe in 2022 we won't see their full potential developed for e-learning, but at least we will do something. So keep an eye on those technologies, and if you want to be part of the Metaverse, start developing e-learning content with augmented reality and virtual reality technologies. That's trend number 5. And finally, trend number 6 has to do with maximizing the use of the Xapi Protocol. And what is the Xapi Protocol? Well, just as you see in that image, the person listening through the tin can. Xapi Protocol has been called the tin can protocol because it allows us to know what our participants are doing in our programs, when they're abandoning, if they're finishing the lessons, where they are clicking more, where they are don't clicking. So the Xapi and SCORM protocols, that is another one of the informatic or computational protocol that allows us to know what the participants are doing in our programs, in our e-learning programs. Now, you don't have to be a programmer or an expert in computer science to be able to use these Xapi protocols or to maximize the information you receive from the Xapi protocols. What you need to do is to choose the right LMS or learning management software or technological platform where your course or program will be hosted, so that you know that the platform you choose uses that Xapi or SCORM protocols to give you information about your participants' progress. So that's the important thing. Find a platform, an LMS or a system that provides you with this information through these protocols. So those are the 6 most important trends for e-learning in 2022. If you want to know more, how can you bring your face-to-face content into an e-learning setting, or how to develop new content in an e-learning setting, jump into a free discovery call with us. Send us an email through the address that you see on your screen, or go to our website and you will find an option to book a call with us, a totally free discovery call, where we can talk about how we can help you integrate all these elements into your e-learning programs. We really hope this video is helpful for you. Hope to see you in the next one, and have a great day.